Hi all folks, this is Max from HTC Evo hacks.com. So in this video I'm going to show you how to use how to actually downgrade from HBOOT 1.50 to 1.40 again, but I've got some of the missing steps in the video, and actually while making the video I was trying to use VirtualBox, which is a virtual machine for your Windows, and run Ubuntu there and try to downgrade that way. But during the video I found out that does not work. Don't even try it. You'll need a Linux machine like I do here. But I'm gonna try to piece up the video together so it's clearer than my first video, and also it's based on the latest OTA 2.17 instead of 2.08. I have some new files, so hopefully this will clear up some of the questions. Ignore the part where I'm saying anything about VirtualBox. You can't use VirtualBox. Anyway, watch the video. Thanks. Hi y'all folks, this is Max from HTC Evo hacks.com. So I've got another video. This will downgrade you from HBOOT 1.50 to 1.40 on the Sprint Evo 3D. I had a previous video before, but it was my first time doing it. This time I'm gonna do it using the latest OTA update, which is 2.1.7. If you go to settings, about phone, software information, should be on 2.17. There you go, 651.5. And make sure your phone is locked, relocked if you locked it before. If you didn't do anything, if it's factory, you're fine. Next, what you'll do is go take the battery out. Hold down the volume down and the power button, and then we're going to check the HBOOT version you have. Alright, and as you can see, I have HBOOT 1.50. It should say relocked. As long as it doesn't say unlocked, you're all good to go. And I have actually some file in there, but that's fine. But that's the main thing. Make sure you have HBOOT 1.5 and it says either relocked or it doesn't. You didn't do anything, so it should say, I don't know what it says. Oh, relocked or locked, so one of the two. And once you've got those things going, we are ready to rock and roll. To get to that point, if you've got it rooted on HBOOT 1.5, just follow the unrooting method. I'll have a video link. That one will unroot you back to this one, 2.17. Alright. In my last video I did it based on 2.08, but this video I'll do it based on 2.17, since that's what most people would have, and that's the latest official OTA update. So I'm gonna boot it up and I'll be back. And also this new method will use basically VirtualBox VM, Ubuntu running in VirtualBox VM, so you don't need a separate Ubuntu computer. I have a link to how to install VirtualBox and Ubuntu, which both are softwares you can install on Windows. Simply follow that and you'll have a VM virtual machine, so you can do it all on your Windows computer. So you just gotta get the your phone unrooted, or it's in stock 2.17 state. That's number one. And number two is you have to have a virtual machine installed with Ubuntu running. I'll have links to both of those. Follow those before you start this guide. Alright. First, what you'll need to do is go to settings and go to applications, and under development, make sure USB debugging is checked on, and then connect a micro USB cable to your computer, to your Windows computer. Alright, and I've got it connected, and make sure it's in charge only mode. Alright, charge only. And then we're gonna go to our computer. Alright folks, next you want to download HBOOT Downgrade 2.117.zip. Unzip it. I unzipped it to my C drive. I suggest you do it. It's easier that way. Make a folder called HBOOT Downgrade 2.1.7. Put all the files that you unzipped there, and then you're gonna make sure you have drivers installed. So go to Device Manager, Hardware and Sound. Whoops. hardware and sound, device manager. Make sure you have Adb USB device. If you don't, just install the drivers. You should get something like my HTC or something like something Adb interface. But I have my HTC. I'll have driver links there. Once you've got that set, you're ready to go. Simply hit run.bat. Alright. And this will temp root your phone on 2.17. Alright, it says oops, sorry. There we go. It says rebooting into recovery. Please press volume up, volume down, and the power at the same time. So I'm going to do that. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3. Alright, and then hit reboot system there. Let me zoom in there so you can see better. There we go. So choose reboot system there and hit the power button. Alright, and now reboot. And who's that? Oh, it's my dog. Her leg is almost better. She's still walking on 3 legs. We call her the handicapped dog now. This is a joke. Ha 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 ha. Alright, and it says rebooting to recovery. And we're going to do the same thing here. Alright. Volume up, volume down in the power button. And hit the power button to reboot. And this will give us temp root, which is what we need for 2.17 software. This is the taco root method. And I know a lot of you are frustrated because all the instructions kind of everywhere, but this way, if you follow my instructions step by step, you'll be able to downgrade, no problem. And also, this is my second time doing it. And you should have temp root in just a second here. Alright. Rebooting into root. And it should say you have temp root now. Then we're ready to go to the next step, folks. Alright. Says wait for the phone to finish booting, unplug the USB, wait for the LED to go out, and plug the phone back in. We'll do this together so you don't miss any of the steps. And my microphone is still on, thank God. There we go. Alright, it's booted. Now wait for the LED to go out and plug it back in. Alright, and we're all good to go. Alright, next step. Alright, let's put that away now, and then hit enter. And it says you have temp root. Press any key to continue, and we're done. We got us temp root. Now go open up under start search program, type CMD. Oops. And similarly in Windows XP or anything else. And next, let's zoom in here, and we're gonna browse to that directory, cd /HBOOT downgrade 217. That's actually not a W, it's a backslash. The opposite of this. My Korean font is showing W currency, won for Korean font. That's why it's like that, but it should be like that. So browse into that directory. Next we're going to type adb push misc _ version /data /local. Hit enter. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Enter / like that. And I'll zoom in here for you. Next we're going to type adb shell chmods 755 /data /local /misc _ version. Right, and then next we're going to type adb shell /data local misc version -s 1.10.651.2, enter. And we're almost done. Type Adb Reboot Bootloader. Alright. And then we're going to type Fastboot get var main ver. And it should say 1.10.651.2, and you're all set, ready to go to the next step, folks. Next, your phone is going to be in this Fastboot mode. Just reboot, alright? And we're going to let it reboot. And then we're going to copy some files over. Or also you can just take the micro SD card and do it also, but I'll just do it this way. Just for those of you who don't have a micro SD card. Alright folks, next, once it's booted up, it's connected as connected as a disk drive. There we go. Again. And connected as a disk drive. There we go. Connected as a disk drive. Done. And then we'll go to our computer. Next, go to the HBOOT Downgrade 217 folder. You're going to do a right-click copy on the RUU shooter 2.08.651.3 and go to your SD card of your Evo 3D and do a right-click paste into the. If you don't have enough space, get rid of some of the other stuff that you have in there that you don't need, and right-click paste. And this will copy over the 2.08. I haven't tried with 2.17, but 2.08 should work. So we'll go try it. So when that is done, you're gonna rename this as pg86img.zip. Now, if you don't see the zip, you don't want to name it zip.zip. Make sure you have extensions on. You can do this by in Windows, going to search programs here and typing show hidden files and folders. You'll see a menu pop up there, and make sure here you have show hidden files, folders, and drives, and also make sure hide extension for known file types is unchecked on, so you don't make a mistake here. Just saying. And once that's done, let's go to our phone. And next, you're gonna unplug the cable, take out the battery real quick, put it back in, put the case back in, hold down the volume down and the power button, so you enter into Bootloader Mode here. And it should be here. Now you should be zipping through the pg86img.zip file. Alright. And here's the progress. It's going to check and it's going to ask you if you want to update or not. So I'll be back when it gets there almost. So when you get this, this is the most important part here. Hold on a second. You'll need a actual powered cable. This is actually a wall adapter on here, not to your computer. Take the battery back cover out carefully, all right? Very, very carefully, and plug in the power. Everything's still there. All right. This is because you want to be able to pull it out and take the power out immediately after counting 4 seconds. And I'm going to take the battery out, and everything still should be on. And you can actually go grab like a small screwdriver, because the button's hard to push. You're going to hit the volume up button, which is right here, and you're going to count 4 seconds, and you're gonna take it out. Ready? So I'm gonna do it. Ready? Hit 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! And if you went to that unzip part, it might have not worked. But here's a way to check it. So I'm gonna go back to my computer, and to check it, open up Device Manager. Should be under Control Panel, Hardware and Sound, and Device Manager. Alright, let me adjust the camera a little bit. And it should pop up here as some weird device driver if you did it right. So I'm going to pop the battery back in. I'm going to put this in. And while holding down the volume down, I'm going to connect my micro USB to my computer. Alright. And you should get some weird driver pop up there. And I don't hear anything, so I don't know if I did it right. I'm holding it down. Oh, actually I do hear something. And if you get some kind of unknown device, you're probably ready to go. So you can leave that there, I think. Alright, I think it's in a brick state. Alright. And then let's do this. We're gonna go open up our Ubuntu system in our virtual machine, and we're gonna go do this. So I'm gonna open up my virtual machine. Alright, and then I'm gonna type a bunch of codes so it'll do it. I'm gonna open up 4 terminals here. Hold on a second. Now if you get unknown device, you probably didn't do it right, so let's do this again real quick. So I'm just gonna boot back into Bootloader. Adjust the camera here. And I think I took it out too late. So we're gonna try again. Volume down and the power button. Alright, and let it go through. Let it go through. Alright, and don't try this if you have S off. It should be S on. Again, I point that out in the beginning. You should be unrooted, or at least in factory state. So I'll be back when this is finished here. Hi folks, so I'm gonna try it again. I found that if you do it right, you'll get some kind of QPST driver. There we go. And plug in the USB. Oh, not the USB, sorry. Not the USB, the power adapter. And, alright. And then take it out again. Should be still powered on. And you're gonna count, the moment you hit the stick, you're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4 and take it out in that rhythm, alright? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4! Like that. There you go. Alright, I think I got it. Let's go back to my computer real quick here. And leave the device manager on, and then we're gonna put the battery back in, the back cover back in, hold down the volume down, and plug it in. Alright, and we should get some weird, not the unknown device driver, you should get some kind of Q something. And if you don't get that, just repeat the steps going into the bootloader and taking the thing out. So here you get an unknown device again. I don't think I did it right, so I'm gonna keep trying this until I get that weird. It should be some Q something. So I'll be back. Hi folks, so I'm gonna try this again. Same thing. This is my third try now. Connect the connect your AC adapter here. Take out the battery and hit 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I think I got it this time. And we'll try this if we got it right this time. You just have to take it out just before it changes from update to whatever, something else. And that's just very hard to get to, so I'll be back here. Hi folks, so I'm gonna put the battery back in. Hopefully this time it worked. Alright, and I'm gonna hold down the volume down and then plug in the USB. And you should get some weird. There we go. You got Qualcomm. There we go. That's what you need to get. Some kind of Qualcomm. As long as it doesn't say unknown, should be all good to go. And then I keep holding it down, and we'll see what happens here. And I think I got it in the right brick state here. All right, waiting for this. And yes, I got it. Once you get this, this is what I realized when I'm doing when I did the second video, that I got USB deload, which is the download mode. So if you get this, you're all good. If you didn't get this, I find that you don't have to keep it holding down. Just leave it plugged in, and you just have to redo that bootloader until you get this QHS USB DL load. So you're good to go. Leave your phone alone, and then now load up your virtual Java machine. And this is the hardest part, and you'll go crazy. But I just did it on my third try, so it's not impossible. You just have to get it in that mode, and that's the download mode. And we just have to load up those commands. We should be all good to go. Next, you'll want to copy over some of the files from that folder. So let me do that first. I'm gonna go to my HBOOT. Downgrade 217. Copy everything except for the big file. Alright, so I'm gonna just do I'm gonna open up two folders. I have a shared folder under VM in my C drive, so I'm gonna go to my VM drive here, and I'm gonna make a new folder called HBOOT simply, and I'm gonna copy everything except for this file. You can select all, hold down Control, and unselect the RUU. And I'm going to copy all this into my VM HBOOT directory, and then that way I can access it in my VM. I have it under Media SFVM. Now I can do CD HBOOT. If I do an LS, you'll see all the files I just copied over. You'll need actually 4 windows, so I'm going to open up new open terminal, nope, open terminal, and open terminal here. There we go. And I'm gonna put all user super user, so do sudo -i and enter passwords for all of them. Next, you'll want to change the directory to where you copy the files to. For me, it's /media sfvm and HBOOT. Alright, so I'm going to do it for all of them. /media sfvm HBOOT and cd /media sfvm HBOOT. Also here's media sfvm HBOOT. Alright, and once those are set, I'm gonna enter for window 1, this one I'm gonna paste. Alright, I have where you can copy and paste it, so you don't have to actually type it in. The only difference is I'll type them all out first. So that's window 1, window 2, window 3, and window 4. All these commands are the same. Let me show you the first one. eMMC, Fastboot, HBOOT, except for the last part, the SDB13, and this one says SDC13, and this one says SDE13 and SDF13. But you can just copy it over. And I'm just gonna do enter. Oops. Oh, you know what? You have to do chmod 75. Oh, what happened? Hold on a second. Oh, when you copy and paste, it loses one of the dashes. It's actually dash flash like that. So add one for all of them. Hold on a second. Oh, and also you should add, there should be 2 dashes for all of them. Erase the dashes and do it over. As when you're copying it, it turns into a weird character. And then now you'll get it. Hit enter again. It's waiting. And same thing for this one. I'm gonna erase the dash, and also device should be dash. Alright, and that's done, and do the same thing for this. When you copy and paste, the dashes get funky. And that's all ready to go. And also here I'm going to make sure the dashes are correct. Alright, and everything's ready to go here. And I've got my phone still connected for that weird device. And in VM you should be able to connect the unknown device, and we're going to do that, and this should work, hopefully. Unknown device, let's connect it, and let's cross our fingers this is going to flash it. Alright, nothing is happening right now. Alright, and you can try this again. So maybe it didn't put it into that brick mode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug, and then I'm going to unplug the battery, and then this time I'm going to hold down the volume down again. Let me see if I got into that state there. Alright. And I'm going to go back to my device manager real quick, and something should pop up here. So I've got unknown device there, and I'm going to go mount it again. Is it mounted? Nothing's flashing. I'm going to unclick that, and wait a second here. Okay, I think it's not doing anything. Hold on a second here. Hi folks, so I tried it on the VM virtual machine. It just doesn't work. It does not recognize as SDB. So I'm gonna try it again. But so long as you're in that brick mode where you get that MSM driver mode, you can just plug the battery out and try it on your Ubuntu, which I'm going to right now. And I'm going to hold down the volume down and plug it in. And I'm going to plug it in right now. And it should work because I need my phone unbricked now. There you go. It worked. See that? There you go. So at least I got it working. Let me show you here. It worked. It flashed right there. So at least I got it clarified. And remember, this is a pretty easy process if you have a Ubuntu computer. But I spent all day making this video, and it's actually a lot harder to make a video tutorial because the process is so hard to do. But now I should be back on HBOOT 1.4. Don't try it with a virtual machine, it doesn't work. I tried it. it doesn't recognize as an HBoot, as a SDV, which it needs to. And there you go, I'm on HBoot 1.4 again. So I'm gonna try to stitch up this video, and you should be able to do it, but at least I've got some of the steps outlined that I missed on the first video. Now you'll be able to see it. Somebody's okay, I'm trying to focus here. So that's it. That's how you do it. Now you can go use the revolutionary method to root, and I hope the second video cleared it up. I tried my best, but again, you know, I was gonna use the Java virtual machine, and you know what, it's a lot of headache, and I know some of you literally threw your phone outdoors, but it's okay. Just remember, it's even hard for me to make a video about it if it's that hard. But definitely you can do it. Just have some patience. Just as I outlined in the video, if you get it in that, the hardest part is getting it in that bricked mode, and you can check if it's bricked by seeing the Qualcomm drivers pop up in your device manager in Windows. Anyway, thanks you guys. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my email list at htcevohacks.com, where I update you once or twice a week with stuff like this, ROMs a week and more. I don't share your email with anyone else, and if you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button here, favorites, and subscribe to my channel if you have. Thanks a lot. Thanks again, and you can share this video with your friends on Twitter, Facebook, or Google+. And see y'all later, and get real high on Android.